Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I am Jed Lockett, and today we are opening the last 6 packs in this box of 1988 Score Baseball. This has been an interesting set build so far. Of the 660 cards, I have 592 in the base set. In the trivia set, I have 47 of 56. So 68 are needed for the base set, 9 needed for the trivia set. Won't get the trivia set completed today, and I don't think we'll get the base set completed either, although it is a possibility. I should, because I'm seeing them right now. I used to love these as a kid. These box bottoms. Move the camera so you can kind of get a better idea of what they look like. 87 All-Stars, George Bell, Mike Schmidt, Mike Scott. Do you remember Fenway Park? And the inside of the box. That's what they look like in there, so I'll have to cut those out very, very carefully. And I'm looking very much forward to doing that. Sue? Move that a little bit. We got our 6 packs. Let us get cracking. Pack number 1. Last 6 packs in this wax box. I'm a little sad that wax box is ending. Doesn't mean we can't get another one, though. We're probably going to have to. We begin with Dwight Evans, Joe Carter. I believe we're seeing him again. Vance Law, Mike Krukow, Bill Ripken. Better check the end of that bat, Bill. Brian Dayette. Do you remember Yankee Stadium, October 18th, 1977? That's Reggie Jackson's 3 home runs. Yes, it is. Tony Phillips. Steve Buechele. Eric Shaw. Steve Trout. Tom Pagnozzi. Good action shot of Mr. Pagnozzi. Don Ass, Jay Howell. A few of these cards are fairly almost miscut, as you can tell much more on the back than the front. Walt Terrell, Bill Buckner with the Angels, Guy Hoffman, and Mike Bilecki. Pack number 2. One guy I know we need is Tim Raines. That is the first hole that I know we need to fill in this set, so if we see him, there is some hope. Right now we have Pat Tabler, Hall of Famer Alan Trammell, Kent Hrbek. Trammell was one of the guys that just looked like a baseball player. Herm Winningham, Lee Mazzilli, Bob Walk, not the best name for a pitcher. Do you remember Anaheim Stadium, August 4th, 1985? Is that Mike Scott? Oh, no, it can't be. Rod Carew, and hit number 3,000. Wonderful. That's fantastic. We have Ed Romero, Tom Niedenfuhr, Willie Upshaw, John Christensen, Mike Lavalier, Jeff Robinson again, Pete Incaviglia, Reggie Jackson. We got this card in the last break, and this one also has a little printing error at the bottom. Billy Hatcher, Bob Ojeda, and Jamie Quirk. Next pack. We have R.J. Reynolds, Jim Presley, Candy Maldonado, Glenn Hubbard, Ozzie Virgil, getting some Braves, late 80s Braves that I remember watching back in the day on the TBS Superstation. Lance Parrish, Great Moments in Baseball. Do you remember Busch Stadium, October 2nd, 1968? That's got to be something to do with Bob Gibson. Yes. Bob Gibson gets the K's mark. Nice. Struck out 7 of the first 9 batters. 14 strikeouts. Wow. Bob Gibson. Scott McGregor. Angel Salazar. Chuck Jackson. Frank DiPino. Mike Flanagan. Don Ass again. Jay Howell. Walt Terrell. Juan Nieves. Dennis Rasmussen. And Gene Garber. 3 packs down, 3 to go. We begin. There we go. There's Tim Raines. Well, there is some hope. There is some hope. We were looking for Mr. Raines. We have Dave Parker also, so maybe there is a chance we complete this. I don't think it'll happen, but we shall see. Matt Williams, Brett Butler, Larry Herndon. Do you remember Three Rivers Stadium, April 18th, 1987? No, I don't. Mike Schmidt hitting his 500th home run. Awesome. Yeah, Schmidt was one of the greats. Kurt Stillwell, Doug DeCinces, Rich Gedman, Bob McClure, Cecil Fielder again, Don Carmen again, Glenn Davis, Mike Lacoste, Richard Dotson, rookie sluggers Mark McGwire and Matt Noakes, Vince Coleman, 1987 highlights, and Pat Perry. Next pack. The penultimate pack in this 88 score box begins with Willie Wilson, Wally Joyner. I think this is another one that we needed. He was a well-respected player back in the day and almost and on the verge of being a superstar for some Angels teams that were just kind of on the cusp. Ricky Henderson, always a good day when you can get a Ricky Henderson card. Terry Pendleton, Donnie Moore, Dave Concepcion again. Great Moments in Baseball. Do you remember Polo Grounds, October 3rd, 1951? Is that Bobby Thompson again? Yes, it is. I'm getting there. I'm getting these slowly but surely. We've got Dick Schofield, John Shelby. Yep. Andy McGaffigan, Ron Karkovice, Greg Gross, Bob Melvin, Tim Flannery, Jeff Montgomery, Don Robinson, Nelson Liriano, and a rookie prospect of Keith Miller. Last pack. What is in this last pack? Give us something we don't have. That's all I'm asking. We begin with John Cerruti, Willie Wilson, Wally Joyner again, Dave Bergman, Stan Jefferson, Dave Valley. Do you remember Busch Stadium, September 15th, 1969? Is that Danny McLean again? No. Steve Carlton. Steve Carlton with saying a strikeout record. "19 strikeouts. Wow. Bill Dawley, Steve Garvey with the San Diego Padres, and a bit of a printing error as where his face is. Tommy John, won't need to have surgery on that card, fortunately. Bruce Hurst, Tony Gwynn, good to see him again. Keith Hernandez, Mel Hall, Pascual Perez, Dan Petrie, a rookie prospect of Kevin Romine, and an 1887 highlights of Steve Bedrosian. The box is empty. It's just a matter now of sorting and seeing where we are as far as the set is concerned. We will be back shortly. Back following another sort, and got a number of cards to put towards the set. As you can see, we didn't finish it, but we got a number of cards towards the set. But we also got an education about Mr. Buddy Biancalana over there. He was a member of the Royals team that won the World Series in 1985. But his biggest claim to fame was apparently he had a lot to do with Late Night with David Letterman back in 1985 after winning the World Series. So there's at least one, actually a couple of clips on the internet, on YouTube, of him on the Late Night Show with David Letterman. So there you go. You learn something new every day. As far as the base set is concerned, we learned about getting 17 additional cards to it. We had 68 we needed, so 17 that we got drops the number down to 51. We are up over 600 cards of this set that we put together. 609 of 660. Wow, just saying that boggles my mind. Just saying that is pretty wild. So 609 of 660 that we have towards the base set. And then the trivia set, we needed 9. We got 2 of them. So that brings that magic number down to 7. 49 of the 56 trivia cards we have. So very, very pleased about this break and how it turned out. And very pleased about getting Mr. Joyner, which we did not have, Mr. Raines, which we did not have, and getting Mr. Biancalana and learning about him and apparently his 15 minutes of fame with David Letterman. That will do it for this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I am Jed Lockett saying that I hope great things for you are in the cards.